Greetings, hello, and welcome back, guys. Thanks for tuning in again. So I did a little bit of off-camera building, not too much, but I started recording an episode and got a little bit carried away with some editing, and I just basically redid everything we did in the last episode. And nobody wants to watch that, right? So I'll kind of show you guys what I ended up doing. I just reconfigured some of the roads through here. Like, really, my goal was just to make the monorail a little bit smoother. It's kind of not really feeling those bumpy transitions. So yeah, we changed the road network around a little bit over here. I think this just looks a lot cleaner. And as an added bonus, we get this like wicked corner pillar piece right here. Just out of nowhere, I'm like, what? I love this. Really cool infrastructure piece right here. A little bit of a bonus, I guess. And yeah, just the whole way down, a lot smoother. Really like this. And I got rid of the kind of roller coaster, as some of you guys are putting it in the comments. And I just made things a little bit lower, a little bit cleaner, a little bit smoother through here. And I'm not going to tell you how long it took me, because, you know, I got to a point where I realized I wasn't going to be able to make an episode out of it, and I was like, well, now the sky is the limit. So it's probably been, yeah, maybe about an hour or so I've been working on this, including what I tried to record, which is maybe like 10 or 15 minutes, not even. But yeah, I'm really happy with the end result. Like, this is not as steep. I think it's just so much cleaner looking. That's still a little, you know, what can you do, though? Maybe a little bit of a sharp turn, but that's okay. It's just kind of how the game does it. And then I figured what we could do actually instead is go down this road here and maybe keep this one as kind of a bus corridor. And then, yeah, you know, just kind of see where this ends up taking us. Probably go down here, break away, and then turn into like monorail only track. So my plan was to continue this down here, maybe make a station right about here or so, and then we can go down through here. And maybe in and around this little quadrant, we can put in another station that has a bus stop. And then we can put in some bus lines that go in between our main station and here. Just kind of hitting some neighborhoods and start connecting more of our transportation lines together a little bit. And some great suggestions coming in too, just from the comments. Something that I definitely want to try doing this episode is putting in a little boat network for us. I think maybe we can start kind of like a passenger ferry terminal over here and have a stop maybe in this little quadrant right here. And then just kind of link up to our university network. Maybe have like a little bus, or we can even do a cable car. Try that out. All right, well let's jump into it. We got so much to do, and also on the docket. Like, actually, a couple of you took the time to snap a little screenshot at the end of the last episode type thing, and made some great suggestions. I want to try implementing some of that stuff. So I'm gonna let a few more of you guys still kind of, you know, give me some ideas and whatnot. But something I want to do, now that we have a little bit more control over the junctions, is I do actually want to rebuild this little quadrant right here. And I do kind of want to fix this whole area. I've been kind of tinkering around with that too. Don't worry about the fire. But I got some plans for that. But for the next few episodes, foreseeably, we'll be working on just implementing the mass transit, and then a few other just random changes here and there, and then move into you know, island construction and that kind of stuff. There's always just so much to do. Okay, well let's jump into our monorail setup on this side. And that should hopefully help a bit with traffic, and then we can just maybe do some zoning and then get the ferry terminal built. Alright, lots to do. Let's do it. So for this one, I want to just make like a little simple station. So why don't we just do regular run-of-the-mill right here. And as a bonus, I made sure this lined up the whole way, so we'll just plop that right here. And the only catch is they're pretty noisy. Well, I guess I didn't make it line up. Well, it almost does, but so I guess it's off by one. You know what? Since it's off by one there, and I was bragging about making it line up, maybe we should have the station on that side, and then come in like this. There we go. Awesome. Now, I don't know why we're up on this hill right here, but I think we can make it work to our advantage by stretching that out a bit longer. Oh, interesting. It's still a little bit off. I almost don't want to tempt fate and just leave it. Yeah, it's kind of weird. All right, let me tempt fate. Why not? So I went up by one click over here. I'm gonna try and do shorter segments to get the pillars to cooperate. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That little bit right there, I can deal with that. All right, cool. And then as far as this spot down here goes, I was thinking we could either move this park or maybe put the station in right next to where this road is, kind of replace this road with a station type thing. Or even this lower bit right here. Alright, well regardless, I'm going to pause the game because we're going to run into a little bit of a headache here. Luckily no transportation lines are going through. Why don't we just erase that. Game plan here. Because I could go like this. Yeah, that could work, right? Okay. And then we could use this road as our... Oh, yeah. Alright. Well, why not, right? Okay, so monorail coming out. Station going in. Awesome. And then we can have the monorail track go down the middle. Cool. Like as such. And I'm just hoping that the all the angles here are nice and smooth. Well, we got a little bit of a dip, but that's not too bad. I'm hastily creating, getting carried away here. Alright, I think shorter segments and a combination of lifting some spots up. There we go. Yeah, definitely the shorter segments. Yeah, that's a lot better. I wouldn't say it's perfect, but... There we go, that's a little bit better. Alright, cool. Now, there's nothing stopping us from doing this as well, and maybe having another monorail station near the school. Just kind of, you know, maybe making its way around the outskirts here. Actually, it'd be kind of fun to sneak around the rocks in through here, too. But I don't want to get too carried away with monorails only for this episode. I do want to work on the river crossing as well. Okay, so let's continue with this. And really, it would be nice to get the population and stuff moving in the background as well. Alright, well, since we're disrupting so many bike lanes, we probably need to add another bike corridor that goes the whole way through the city. So we come, I guess, across with this instead of going this way. Or we can go this way as well and connect up here. We can put another station around here. Well, that's not a bad idea at all, actually. Hey, yeah, alright. Well, let's put the station over here, that makes more sense. Okie dokie. So this we could possibly sneak in here. Maybe. Oh, that will work. Okay, it's going to be a little tricky. Oh, goodness gracious me. The things we do for love. Okay, let's move this back. I'm going to... Oh, gosh. Okay, I'm going to try that. I'm hoping that if I just... There we go, snap it so it's in line. Perfect. Now we reconnect this. I'm just going to hope for the best that these are going to line up. If not, we may have to change one of these roads around, but I'm attached to this idea now. Oh no, you game, why do you do this to me? Realistically, this is actually not all that bad. Not hard to change this. And in my mind, it's worth changing too, just because the symmetry would look a little bizarro otherwise. And it's just really, it's like 2 or 3 blocks we're changing, so that's not so bad. Okay. So that's that side. And these were one-way roads leaving here, and that was because of the traffic light. We don't have to worry about that kind of stuff anymore, so... I may make those regular roads. We'll kind of see how... No, I think we're okay, actually. Just because it's close to the highway, might as well... let traffic kind of go a bit faster through there. Okay, so let's link these up. That's going to go across here. Great. And I think we're just going to lose the connection through here. I think that's kind of our game plan right now. And then to make up for that, let's make this 2-way traffic here. And it's possible that we might make this wider, but unfortunately the pillars aren't going to cooperate with us, so let's leave it like that. It's okay. We still have this as a bypass. We also have this as a bypass too. Okay, so this is going to come on down through here. We'll make these connect up again, and we'll just link that. And that way we don't have to make anything too complicated, we don't lose too many buildings in the process. Keep a little bit of that same kind of look. There we go. Minimal effort required to get this back in shape. Okay, right, so the monorail stations, they're fairly noisy, all things considering, so I'm going to have to move some of the residents back, which is not really the end of the world, just they're going to get sick otherwise. So let's change this over just to commercial. Get rid of that, great. Actually, let's not zone on this for the sake of traffic, leave that as it is. Wasn't too keen on those single dwellings, so let's keep that unzoned. That does work for me though. Alright. Back in action. Now these could be a little bit close, but we'll feel it out. I'm going to put the speed back on here. It's might as well have this stuff building and going in the background. All things considering, this isn't really all that much of a headache. And just as a little side project, I want to just maybe zone some high density somewhere, just to get our population a little bit higher. And I'm trying to find just a nice little spot here where we already have a bit of a pocket of high density. So let's convert, say, this over. And instead of just being wall-to-wall buildings, we'll kind of stick with our just little formula of having like a parking lot or something, just kind of occupy some of that middle space. There's one little one's fine. Works well with that road too. Alright, cool. Because our milestone, I think, is... oh yeah, 65,000. It's achievable. Slowly. Alright, I start kicking this stuff up now. Junction control. Let's create a stop sign here. Continue this down. That's fine just for the moment. Oh, and again, same idea. People here probably have to unzone this half. I'd say maybe that building. And we'll replace it with offices, and that should hopefully be enough of a barrier that the sound kind of gets absorbed by those guys and doesn't make anybody sick here. But I have a sneaking suspicion that we'll probably have to monitor that. Alright, so that'll just go down here, link up. Easy peasy. And we could do kind of a cleaner angle. That's a bit nicer, right? Not as crazy tight of a turn there. Yeah, so the monorails themselves aren't actually too noisy. It's just the stations that are the loud spots. Alright, let's get our roads reconnected over here. And then we'll rezone this little spot as well. Should make that a bicycle lane. Okay, right, we also wanted to do a new bicycle lane kind of making its way up through the town here. So why don't we try implementing that through here. It's a little bit off from where it was before. It's not really going to be enough just on its own. I think we need another one here. That at least reconnects over to here. And then this would be our only other option as a road. Can't really do anything with the trams. We have our walking path. I guess people can use that sort of as a bike lane as well, right? Okay. Again, don't have to worry about those one-way roads anymore. Still a neat little trick though, but now we can just change our junctions like this, right? So we want to put a stop sign here, float through traffic on the main road still, just like in real life type thing. Alright, well, not a continuous bike path, but it's not, you know, impossible for bikers to get around through here. Or bicyclists, whatever you want to call them. Okay, so let's get the tram. Where did we see that track? Kind of came through. Yeah, here it is. Let's get that connected over to here. I'm thinking we could probably... Actually, I might have to change this road we just upgraded. Maybe not. Oh, yeah, maybe not. So we could come down here, come across like that. That's probably the easiest, realistically. This is a redundant bike path anyway. Beautiful. And then same speech, we can just change that. Don't have to worry about the one-ways anymore. And I'm really secretly hoping that there'll be a quick little update that kind of graces its presence one day, where they add yield signs in with the junction control. Because stop signs are great and all, but it'd be nice to have yield signs too, because that'll just be like the icing on the cake, I think. Oop, I forgot to put a stop sign in, speaking of which. So I just want faster flow through on the wider streets, which, you know, of course makes sense. These guys here cutting through, we're gonna have to make them wait. I don't want to slow this intersection down. Awesome, now we've got a way through. This will connect up with here. We can put in a whole bunch of new lines, actually. I'm just gonna pause because I don't want to lose that path. How will those citizens recalculate the route unnecessarily? That continues like that. Great. Oh, that looks great. You know what would probably make more sense would be like a tunnel. There we go. Ooh, that's kind of fun. I know that does technically connect, but that looks kind of bizarre to me. I think there's a way to get this, right? Yeah, that's it. A little bit steep, but that's okay. Let's do the other side now. No, I don't think we can. Let's try a new entrance. Yeah. I swear nothing's ever easy in this game. So if the snaps get in your way, just turn them off. Get back to that free-for-all. There it is. Again, nothing's ever easy. Let's just go below ground. What I find a little bit fascinating is why that bulldoze thing on. Never mind, I think I'm going crazy here. Yeah, never mind. I thought I didn't have to click on the above ground icon there when I was bulldozing this, but I still do. So forget I said anything there. Yeah, I just want that to go like that, right? Okay, well, I'm not going to get too bogged down by this. But you see, there it is. I thought that disappeared again on me. Just leave it for the moment, no worries. It still connects. Not worried too much about right now, though. And I guess that makes this then a little bit unnecessary. Yeah. Probably gonna end up redoing most of this. Because I do want to devote some time to beautifying a whole bunch of these areas that we've been working on too. Okay, so that's just a bicycle path going underneath over to here. And then to keep with our bicycle lane, let's do that. That works. And this is just walking paths. Get rid of that bit there. Well, that solves that problem. Inadvertently. I didn't want to do that, but I guess I'm stubborn. Okay. So let's create some lines now. Perfect. So a new monorail line will go from here to here. Oh, did I not? Oh, there, that's why. Oh, I see the issue now. Okay, so that one's going to go across. Okay, okay. I was going to do a line that went in a kind of a loop with the corresponding one on the other side, but I'm not going to be able to do that unless I do some changes to our little network. But this is totally fine for the moment right here. So we have that little back line, and I have a new line going through here, over to here, and then to here. So as the city grows, we'll probably change this all around, but just for the moment, because now we got total tram, or total monorail access in the city, which is pretty cool. And we'll go for that uniform fleet color. And even though we're painting them black, they come out that cool kind of like dark silver color. Because I wouldn't necessarily call that black per se. I mean, kind of is dark. Then we look at the black buses; those are definitely black, right? But yeah. So whatever color you guys feel like, obviously. And I'm going back into the the grind of uploading these again to the workshop. So I'll upload this one again at the end of the episode too, so you guys can play around with it. And I'm still trying to get the other ones uploaded too. I still have them all on my computer, just a little bit busy, which I take a terrible excuse. Same with why sometimes the episodes get a little bit few and far between. Okay, let's now shift gears and put in a little ferry network over here. Just kind of get our feet wet with this, puns intended. So you can kind of see we have to create a ferry pathway. The canals by default have one, so we just kind of continue this along here. Maybe even line it up with the terminal on that side. We'd probably have this connect in just like that. That's actually really cool. Especially that little itsy bitsy bridge, the Jackson Bridge. Digging that. And then just do one of these. Oh, I don't like the steepness of that. So why don't we have this go straight and then curve in. Great. And then we can just zone again on that, so we're not really losing the buildings. And I want just actually one little tall building right here. Little tall building, of course. It was an oxymoron statement, but just a little bit of shopping here too. Fun. Okay. And then we need now a depot. And we'll put that subject to change, probably just here for the moment. This is most likely going to change, though. It's just there to kind of get some boats out. So that would just go like this. Hopefully get that line up a bit better. Kinda. Sorta, kinda. Change directions with that. I do want to move some of these just slightly out of the way. I'm gonna rely on them for the moment, though. Alright, well, just temporary, because that'll continue along straight. This is just really temporary until we buy the next tile. We just kind of need it, otherwise boats won't spawn. So don't judge me on what I'm doing here. Even though it may actually end up looking cool when we get the other road coming through. But just for the moment, you may have to use your imagination a little bit. There we go, that's that. Power, water. That's powered and watered. And then we, yeah, do have a pretty nice little spot. And we can probably even use the ferry terminal and this monorail as a little team. Oh, cool. We can put them right over the quays. What'd be fun is if we do this. I don't think we're going to be able to draw a road into that, though, now that I think of it. Yeah. Which is okay. Now, I wonder if we're able to do... Oh, boy. I think you can kind of see what I'm trying to do. Yeah, I want that to line up. I'm going to hope for the best here and just... not quite. Okay, over by... Oh, yay. No, almost. Like, these kind of things, they're worth it in my mind. I know that some people, they just totally don't, this stuff doesn't bother them at all. I don't know why it bothers me. I'm just one of those symmetry chasing kind of people. So like, that's close enough. I know we're still a little bit off, but close enough. All right, now how can we make these guys talk together? Even something like that might just work. Yes, it does. And then a parking lot in here would be just swell. I said a parking lot here would be swell. Oh boy. Game has other plans, of course. Oh, that actually works nicely too. Yeah, maybe some tall buildings. And some shopping in through here. All right, that should pass the power along. But yeah, let's connect the our little terminal up here, and we're gonna have to create a link from this as well. And oh, something I wanted to show you guys. This is a new bridge. So when you use the fun little road that has the middle walkway, which is the road we just placed over here, like literally that guy right there. That's the bridge version of it. It just looks awesome. Like, I really like that, going to our little commercial island. So we'll keep that. I don't actually know if it's tall enough, though, to go underneath with our ships. I think it is, though. We'll have to find out. Yeah, the game will be nice enough and let us know. And it's enough room. That's great. You know what, though? The train's not enough room, eh? Oh, boy. After we work so hard on this too. Fiddlesticks. I don't want to say this was kind of expected, but I think I kind of saw this coming. Darn it. Does that mean we're going to move? I don't know. The eternal debate. No, let's raise this up. So I do like the idea of having the train bridge. I think it's kind of fun. It does have a little bit of symmetry too, having that nice straight line through the city. And we're having like such a good ongoing back and forth debate about everything here in the comments section. I like that. A lot of for and a lot of against moving this kind of stuff around. I love how just all of you are so, and it's so crazy too. It's like, just because you guys are all in different spots of the world too, it's like we all have kind of a different thought process on how like this stuff generically is all kind of built. Same with like a good example of that. Oh, I never reconnected this. Oh boy, is oopsies. Like our junctions, right? Like Swimming Duck was sharing a cool video with me on Dutch intersections, and it went kind of semi-viral. So maybe you guys actually saw it too. And they're showing how, like, you know, there's a different approach on just like segregating bike traffic and people traffic and driving and all the spaces and stuff like that required to make sure that everyone's safe. And it's really a smart just kind of layout. And I know this is a little bit wavy and stuff, but I'll kind of change it off camera. And then when I do upload it to the workshop, this will be fixed. I just want to get us going with the boats here before we end up with a 10-hour-long episode, which I don't think we'd be able to do anyway. Okay, it's a little bit better. And this is kind of what I was doing with the off-camera stuff too. I thought for some reason that was an air corridor, that it was being built right here, and I was like, why is that? But no. No. Okay, so change that slightly. No, still not enough room. Alright, well, the real way to fix this, of course, would be to have this on the other side, which we're just going to do anyway. So, save us from having to redo the bridge and all this other stuff. This bridge will be getting removed, so I'm going to probably off-camera... oh, I don't know, off-camera. Oh my goodness, everything's falling apart here in the final hour. Let's put this down here. I'm going to delete this. We are going to lose the tram line. I'm going to delete the tram line right now. Next episode, we'll probably do a little bit of, you know, bus lines, tram lines, that kind of stuff. Like, really, just because of the whole update. Like, our general theme for the next little bit is, you know, public transit and mass transit and that kind of stuff. So, I don't mind if we end up doing these, like, crazy overhauls and changes and stuff. So, just reconnect that. As long as it's all in the greater good, you know what I mean? So, we'll keep that. I do realize we don't have a tram connection going here now, but we'll kind of rethink this. Same with this bridge. I'm going to redo these trains off camera, but Let's just get this boat going here. Just connect that. It's kind of a fun little intersection, even though it's not going to be permanent. Right transport. So that would just go across into there. And why don't we start to curve? Oh, weird. Wonder if that'll disappear. Let's go to the outside one. There we go. All right, now let's create ourselves a line. So we'll start here, and we'll head over here, and just make the loop. Perfect. And let's go ahead and color this. Why don't we do like kind of a blue color for the ocean? The motion of the ocean. There we go. 3-speed this, and our boat should be appearing. Fantastic. Oh, that's so cool. Cool, cool, cool. How many do we end up with here? I only want 3 or so, so I'm hoping we don't get any more. I think 3 is what we are with. Oh gosh. Yep, 3. Cool. Ha ha ha. Oh, this is fantastic, guys. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to upload this to the workshop, guys. I'm going to just fix this whole craziness. But yeah, I think this has been a good episode. Minus that little hiccup here with the ferry terminal, but steps in the right direction. I'm loving this. And I think what we could do for fun is, because this is going to be a bit of a noisier spot to that whole building here, we can move these guys. I'm actually going to make this into office district. And then I want to have a small little industrial port right here. And I know we don't have access to the ocean, but you know, we talked about this a few episodes ago, just for the visual sake of it, and then hopefully that will give you guys some inspiration if you're trying to make your own port. So yeah, why don't we try that? And yeah, just, you know, the bigger picture, we're getting there, guys. The city is coming together. And just in regards to mods, I know you guys aren't here for mods. My plan was just to kind of finish up the series, in air quotes, just using the vanilla stuff and maybe, you know, the few assets we've made. And then when it's all said and done, you know, we're, you know, dusting our hands off and everything, all the dust settles, then we can revisit this with some mods, and then you guys can kind of see the transition and how mods work and that kind of stuff. I'm not trying to like really, you know, push you guys into mods, but just if you're curious, that's all. All right, friends, I look forward to reading the comments. Let me know what you think, especially of our newly built areas down here. This is kind of fun, right? And we'll monitor this for noise and this and that, right? Because it's probably a little bit too crazy with these people. But yeah, much to do. Much to do indeed. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next episode. Drop me a comment, let me know what you think. And for June, I'm going to be live streaming on Fridays. So Fridays and Sundays. And I'm in the Eastern time zone. I usually stream during the day. So yeah, follow me on Twitter for more or less exact time when I'm starting. But hopefully I'll see you guys in one of those. Alright guys, all the best. Take care of yourselves and happy building.